All right, well, good morning everybody. Thank you for tuning into the channel. My name is Josh. We're back here in Sisters Creek. Man, I feel like it's been a while since I went fishing, even though it's only been 2 weeks. That's a pretty long time to not go, or to go without fishing. But anyways, we're back out here again on Sisters Creek, hoping to do some damage on some inshore species. Redfish, trout, flounder, maybe a tarpon. You never know. Hey, maybe even a snook. Fingers crossed. But conditions today, foggy, thunderstorms. Out early this morning, gonna beat the heat, another heat advisory. So we're gonna try to get this done and get out of here by 10, 11, 12 o'clock. It's currently 6:30. High tide was at 4 a.m. today. So the tide is falling fast, real fast. Actually hard to pedal against it a little bit. But low tide is around 9:30. Kind of wish it was a little bit later so we could really sight fish some redfish once that tide drops out. But hopefully with that will come some good sight fishing. And I'll bring you along. So if you guys are liking the content, you know, show me some love. I appreciate everybody who's subscribed, who's been following along. You know, hit that thumbs up button. Leave me a comment about anything, what you like, what you don't like, what you want to see in later videos. And I will definitely try to make it happen. But today, since it is nice and early and dark, it's I know it probably seems brighter because of the video, but I can tell you it's kind of dark out here. But with that being said, we're going to be throwing the Hendon Super Spook Junior. I actually changed out the treble hooks for J hooks because I was watching a Salt Strong video about the pros and cons of that. And yeah, I want to try it out. I don't have to worry about treble hooks. The J hooks seem to just, you know, get just as many bites. And I actually like the fact that, for me, I think J hooks they tend to be a little bit stronger. So, I like that part of it. I don't have to worry about, you know, treble hooks, they tend to bend. Some of them tend to break. So yeah, we're gonna try it out. The first time I've done it. So it'll be something I can learn from and see if I even like it. So maybe if I like it, maybe you guys will do the same and switch over to the inline J hooks and swap them out for the treble hooks. So with all that being said, let's get to fishing. I'm going to be pushing not far back, but I'll be pushing where I usually go to around Sisters Creek. Probably try to hit a new spot like I like doing. So we'll see how it goes today, and stick around. First cast, let's get her done. And what I'm doing here before I get to where I really want to fish on the way, I'm just hitting all these little creek mouths, points, and I'll just be doing that until the fish tell me where they're at. Like I've said in a lot of my previous videos, I kind of let the fish tell me where they're at, whether that be, you know, whether I see one, birds, or just, you know, fishing around and finding out. The fish will tell you when they're in an area. Oh, and the shallows will tell you when you're shallow. That hurts. I do feel like I see something back there. I don't know if I can get there. We're gonna have to try though. Like I said, the tide is falling. It's not going to be incoming till about 10 or 11 o'clock, so I will actually have to be careful and try to not get stuck today. It's nice and early. Boy, look at that sunrise. You'd love to see that. Check that out. Wow. That's nice. Good morning, world. Okay, so last time I came here, I caught one, maybe two trout. So I'm gonna fish this area real quick. But actually, last time I was here, you couldn't even get over there. There was no water because I was on a pretty low tide. So another reason why you definitely got to be careful when you're out here, because let's say you're fishing in there and this water drops out. Well, now you're stuck in there because there was no water. I mean, zero water for you to go around in there. But like I said, last time I was here, I think I caught a trout right here and I saw a couple redfish. So I'm gonna make a couple of casts. But if I don't hook anything here, I'm not gonna waste my time in here, even though I've caught fish here before. I said fish, seagull, fish move, and they're not always gonna be in the same spot, depending on the tide that you're fishing. So you always gotta be prepared to make moves and make changes. So I've made my couple of casts here. I do want to work further back than where I've been before, just because I've never been to some of those places back there and they look really good, and just getting deeper and deeper into the creek always sounds fun. So we're going to continue moving on. No bites. I don't see any fish. Don't see any birds. Just a quick look around and we're moving on. Okay, and I don't know if you can see this from this distance, but there's one bird there. There's about 5 or 6 birds there. And there's one bird down there. And I just started to hear a little blow up here. But, so with me seeing some birds in this area, now I'm gonna go check them out. Now I know I'm in an area that could potentially have fish, and I'm still not gonna spend a whole lot of time here until I start catching fish. I still don't like, this is for me, I consider myself kind of somewhat of a power fisherman. I'm gonna fish fast until the fish tell me that they're here and they want to be here, because without that, I personally think there's no point to fish in the area, no matter how good it was in the past. Because fish change all the time. You know, you could come out here one day and just hammer them. And then the next day come to the same spot and they're just not here. So we're gonna go work this general area. This has usually been for me a pretty good spot. So if you guys are ever in this area, you know, just do the same thing. Fish it, you know, till you get that bite. Slow down just a little bit. Fish it. If you don't get another bite in 5-10 minutes, move a little bit further. You know, look around, see what looks good. Fish it. Get a bite. Slow down a little bit. But until you start getting into an area where you're consistently catching a fish every 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, move on. You know, keep moving, keep finding those spots. And then just every time you catch a fish there, mentally, you know, oh, okay, you know, I caught a fish here. And then just do a quick trip around it to see if they're there next time. But don't try to always keep, you know, don't always put your eggs all in one basket. Especially in a kayak, because we can't go from point A to point B that fast, which can be helpful. You know, you get to, you know, power fishing, but you can't go that fast. So, you know, you can't like really power fish, but you can power fish enough to just move from one spot to another in a certain area. Oof. Oh, got a fish on the lure. Okay, top water bite, no action. So we'll switch to the paddle tail, or to the jerk shad. Oh my gosh, I threw it right on his head. Dang. Saw a blow up over there on that backside. Ooh, got thumped. Don't know what that was. Something hit it though. Oh, got hit again. Right here, he's looking for it. Gosh. We're gonna just continue working on the top water, I guess. Oof. Oh. Gosh, I don't know if you heard that, but that was a red fish. Goodness. Yep, there's one right there just blowing up like crazy. Jeez, that would have been sweet. Well, we're on a pretty tough bite this morning, and I don't know if the mic is picking it up, but there are some big old booms in the distance. So the lightning might be coming faster than we were thinking. So we might be getting off the water faster than we want. But it's just about that time that I like to be fishing. It's 8 o'clock. Like I said, high tide is 9:15. So I like the 2 hours prior to high tide. I like the 2 hours prior to low tide. So basically now, until the bottom of the low tide. Clean my stuff off with this mud. So hopefully we can get on a decent bite now. I'm pretty shallow. So we're gonna just pull around. See, I don't know if you can hear that, but I hear it, and I don't like it. But let's see if we can't get close to some redfish now. Now, I've never been in this area, so I don't know what to expect. What's that up there? Oh. There's one. Gosh, he thumped it. We got a flounder, looks like, maybe? Yeah. Woo, there we go. There we go. Goodness, he hammered that. That is a fat little flounder. Boom. Little Z-Man Ned. All right, let's see, we got 15 and a half. We're gonna end up keeping this guy. So, I just saw a redfish flip out of the water. So let me take care of this guy real quick, and then we'll go try to catch that redfish. All right. So we just took care of that flounder. Saw a redfish kind of working the shore right here. We're extremely shallow. I mean, maybe 2-3 inches. So just gonna see if we can't find that redfish again. I mean, there's something making a little commotion right here. Oh my God. That scared the mess out of me. Holy jeez. That fish followed my lure all the way to the kayak and then skied right there, right beside it. Whew. Talk about getting your heart racing. Golly. See, saw that one. It's right there. Got him. There we go. There we go. There we go. That took a minute. Alrighty. Woo. Let's go ahead and just set this guy down. Oh, come on, baby. Come on now. Yes, sir. About time. About time. Whew. Whew. Alrighty. I mean, they're just out here scarfing on some shrimp. Nice. Oh, feels good to get one. Feels good to get one. Oh, 18 and a half. Beautiful. Look at him. Birdie, let him go. Off he goes. Let's do that again. All right, well, that redfish was caught on the Z-Man Salty Ned. This is root beer or root beer gold. Oh. I'm using 6-pound main line with a 15-pound fluorocarbon leader. The reel I have and I'm using right now is the Piscifun Carbon X2 2000 size, and this is on a Uribe rod that my buddy gave me. This is a light. This is probably I want to say probably a medium action rod, maybe medium light. It's really good for throwing these really light lures. This is actually a 1/10 ounce jig head from Z-Man. This is their 1/10. So to throw this light of lure, you can't use a heavy rod or a medium heavy or even heavier line, maybe 12 to 15 pound. Even if you're throwing braid, the lure's not going to go as far and you're not going to be as accurate. You got to match the lure and the line and the rod. Well, you got to match the rod and the line to the lure that you're going to be throwing. Because if you're throwing a 1/10 ounce lure, but you're using 15-pound braid, it's not going to go very far. And if you're using too heavy of a rod, you're not going to be accurate with it. It's going to be like trying to throw a broomstick at something. So you got to match the rod, the line, to the lure that you're throwing. So, with all that said, let's do that again and try to catch another redfish. Looks like the sun came out a little bit. That thunderstorm is going to be moving in, so I might have to call it early because that thunderstorm is not messing around. It looks like a big one. So we'll probably just fish our way to the ramp, call it an early day. Keeper flounder, awesome. I didn't get to go as far as I'd like because I mean it's only 9 o'clock right now and I was just fishing my way. I was trying to get pretty far back, but it looks like this thunderstorm is going to stop me from doing that. But we'll see what we get into, what else we could get into on the way back in. Let me get off this flat so then I can start using my pedals again and just work my way back. All right, I'm gonna just work this shoreline all the way back and I'm gonna get on out of here because that storm just sounds so bad. Oh, what did I get right there? Jack, maybe? Probably a jack. Yeah, a little Jack Crevalle. I was like, golly, nothing hits like that. It's funny how you can tell when a jack hits. It's just different. It's just completely different when these guys hit. Look at that. They are pretty though. Oh, they are pretty. They're bright yellow tails. I'm gonna get a quick picture with them, hopefully. A quick little measurement. Alrighty. Oof. Ooh, something's blowing up over there. All right, let's do that again. But hopefully not a jack. Oh, there's a redfish. Oh no, I'm going right by him too fast. Oh, there's a school of them. Oh, wow, that was a lot of redfish. We're gonna head back. We're gonna head out of here. Thought we could get by it. It's looking too bad, you know. Leave early and fish another day. Stuck out here and crazy things can happen on the water. So, you guys stick around. I'm gonna show you why I like launching at Sisters. Show you how, at least for me, how simple it can be coming in and out of the water. So show you guys what I do, how I guess load and unload the car, or the unload the car. How I load and unload the kayak into the truck. And yeah, stick around. There's one. Look at that. And we got a fish. Little red. Ooh, with the prettiest blue tail. Uh-huh. See, looks like he's been hooked before. Look at that cute fella. Woohoo! Let's take a quick picture. Off he goes. Let's do that again. Little 12-incher. Yeah. Come on. Let's see if we can make this happen. All right. They're right there. I mean, I don't know if you're gonna see them, but they're right there. He's right beside the lure. Well, I don't know where they went. They're still gonna be around here, but I don't know why they're so spooky and why they won't eat. And I don't want to go too far because golly, storm clouds, the rain. I mean, look at this. I want to be close by because that does not look good. So we're, 2 minutes from the ramp in case, things start to hit the fan. Could make a couple blind casts. There's one. What do we got here? That sounds like him. Made a blind cast. That sounds like the old redfish. We're fighting like the old redfish. Now can we make it happen? Oh, too late. Fighting. This guy is a fighting. Patience paid off on this one. Oh, that's a pretty redfish. Boom. Boom. Alrighty. We got that bad boy right there. Oh, we got some other ones right there too. Uh-oh. This guy was hooked good. Was not coming off. Alrighty. Ooh, another beautiful 18.5-inch red. Pretty pretty. I like that. Let him go. All right, off he goes. Let's do that again. Alrighty. Looks like we gotta head in because it's starting to rain. So, hey, starting to rain. Clouds looking pretty bad over there and over there. So, yep, we're close to the ramp. We're gonna pack it in and get this thing loaded up. Hopefully we don't get too wet. So, hey, stick around a little longer. I'm gonna I'm gonna keep recording, and just to show you guys why I like the Sisters Creek ramp. It's a little bit of work, you know, to get to the truck, but I don't think it's too bad, and it's nice. I like it. So if you want to stick around and see what the ramp looks like, see how I get this kayak in and out of the water and up and down out of my truck, or into my truck now, stick around and you'll see. I don't think it's too bad, but I gotta get the mic and everything put away so it doesn't get soaked. So thanks again for sticking around, tuning in. I know we didn't catch a whole lot of fish today. Cut it short. It's only about 10:30, or maybe not even 10 o'clock. But yeah, caught a nice flounder, 2 reds, a Jack Crevalle, and all in all, a good day. So we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks. All right. So what we got here is the Sisters Creek kayak launch. And I'm coming in this way because the wind and the tide is moving in this direction. So if the kayak ever does get away from me, it'll go into that corner. And it's as simple as lifting it up. And at least for me, since I have a Hobie, it's heavy, it's 120 pounds, I have wheels for it. So I put all my stuff out of the kayak, throw the wheels in, and I'm able to go. So I'm going to do that right now. And then go up the ramp that they have there. It's a really nice setup. And then it's about, I would say maybe 50, 60 yards to the loading zone that they have. You know, a lot of people do fish here, so there's that. But it's not too far of a walk, and then you just go get your vehicle wherever it's parked. Back it in. I like to put all my stuff in the truck, strap it down. This whole process only takes about 5 minutes, so it's really not that bad. But yeah, if you guys like the video, like the content, leave me a like, throw me a comment, subscribe if you want to, tell me what you like, what you don't like, and yeah, we will catch you on the next one. Thanks. Bye.